Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brad.
I'm Steve.
And today I have a beer review for you from Lagunitas. This is Cappuccino Stout.
Yep. This is a 9.1 ABV with 29 IBUs. So, a lot on the boozy side, not much on the hop side, but still a beer that you could age for quite a while. And obviously the size of the beer is one you would cellar,
right?
And pull out in special occasions, maybe Christmas.
With more than one or two people, probably.
Yeah, you would serve something instead of like a pint glass like we have, but maybe like a sniffer or a Belgian, tulip.
Yep. So again, this is another beer that came from our 2017 beer bracket. That was a loser. That's why it's open and we don't have full glasses. But from the time we did its bracket is less than, I would say, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's do the bracket, then get to this. So if we look at the beer, it is a tan head, small bubbles. I would say it's got a good head, over a finger of head, 2 fingers on yours. It does have a tiny bit of a hue.
Just at the bottom.
Yep.
Little red hue, which, I mean, you can have in a stout.
Right.
So.
Yep. But the funny thing, though, is how do they up the ABV on this one?
It'd be a good question. I wonder if it's, do you add more base malt?
Right.
And then have to adjust the color? Or are you adding agent like sugar?
Yeah, sugar or something. Well, I wondered if, because it's not completely black, if they are using more base malt than adding some sugar or something like that. Because to me, if I was going to make it, I would make it black.
Like jet black.
Yeah, jet black. Yeah. But
it's got a good head, got a good smell. It smells great.
Yeah, you are getting like a chocolate, a little bit of roasted, maybe some sweetness.
You can tell, though, it is a higher alcohol.
Yeah, you're getting some alcohol fumes, but I wouldn't say it's like bad.
No.
Like if you had 151 or something and poured it and smelled it. It's nothing like that.
No.
But it's subtle. It's nice.
Yep. You can tell it's in the 8 to 9.
Right. Drink?
It's a good beer. It's, this is one that on a cold winter day or even a hot summer day at the end of the day, you pour in a small glass, and you take your time to drink the bottle, and it's a good sipper, right?
Right, but I don't get cappuccino. I don't get coffee. There is some sweetness and maybe a tiny bit of chocolate, but I think the alcohol is covering up or masking almost everything in this beer. I don't understand how the score on Rate Beer is a 95 to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. There's no coffee in there.
Yeah, and I did it earlier in the bracket, but I almost compare it to a Dirty Bastard from Founders. It's got that same Scotch ale flavor.
Right.
But I think over time, if you were to age this beer, it'd probably mellow out, and then some of those flavors might come through. Or they might dissipate. I don't know. Because that would be interesting, because sometimes when you age beers, you lose some of that pungency of the cocoa or coffee or whatever you're trying to go with. So it would definitely be an interesting beer to age. Like I said, to me, you take out the cappuccino, it's a great beer. It's one, though, that you pull out for parties and, give to multiple people. Not one you sit and drink by yourself.
Right. I don't know if it's because I drink more and more, but it's almost starting to get kind of a peppery in it. Like on the very back end, a little peppery. But still, it's like the last one that we reviewed.
Yeah.
It's called this, but it doesn't have that in it.
Right.
So this is the same way. I want coffee. A cappuccino does have coffee. It could be on the sugary side, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not really getting sugar.
You know, and let's see. Does it have a drink by? It doesn't.
No, I could only see like
When
up,
produced. Yeah.
right up here is a whole bunch of numbers that I don't understand.
So what's interesting though is, you know, sometimes there's well, you need to age this, or hey, you need to drink it now. Like Stone has the drink by,
Right.
like beers that
Yep.
have a date on it. It'd be interesting to see what their take is on when you should drink this beer
Right.
versus when you should not.
Well, Stone also now does have drink after.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I've noticed that.
I believe that they should start putting that stuff on there. Like, yes, it's, or don't release it for a year.
Yeah, hold on to
Yeah.
yourself and wait for
Yeah.
the flavor.
Then when it comes out, you know, you could have a package date or whatever, but say, hey, this beer is best after a year, so we're going to hold on to it, which they can do.
Yeah, you know
They
what,
do
though?
it all the time with barrel aged stuff.
I look at it like the wine industry, right? If you want wine that was made last year, you can go and get it.
Right.
If you want wine that was made 5 years ago, you can go and get it. So if you're looking at a red, which does better, say you're doing a cab, that does better in year 2, 3, 4, 5, they'll still release year 1
Right.
and year
But you know,
1.5.
year 5 is going to be
Right, and it's one of those like, well, if you know this wine, you should know to cellar it. And beer drinkers, I don't think we're there yet, and
No.
I'm not even there yet. I don't know when, you know, Lagunitas decided to, hey, you need to drink this by this date.
Right.
I mean, dumb it down for me, right?
Right.
Tell me when.
Yep. Well, and not going to Bell's, you know, because we're by there, but Bell's usually on the back of their bottles puts the shelf life.
Mm-hmm.
Best between this, or it says store,
2 years.
yeah,
I've
2
seen
years
those.
or lifetime.
Yep.
Can store for lifetime. I think that's what they need to start doing so that the customers know, okay, I should drink it now. Or, like you said with the wines, yeah, we're going to release it now, but if you know anything about wine, you should cellar this for 3 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. So, what would you give this out of 5?
It's still going to be a 3 for me because even though without the cappuccino, I still like the beer.
Right.
I would age it, and honestly, you can serve it now too.
Right.
But you're not going to get that cappuccino. But I would age it to see, can I get those cappuccino
Right.
flavors to come through?
Yep. So I would probably have to go with a 3 also. Same exact thing. I want to see if those cappuccino flavors will come through, and I think by aging it would be a good thing.
Yeah.
So that'll wrap up this review, and until next time, I'm Brad.
I'm Steve.
Happy brewing.
See you next time.
Thank you for watching this video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Leave me a comment down below to tell me what you thought about this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe and share, and hit that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. You can check out these videos over here. Also, head over to 31stbrewing.com for everything beer and home brewing related.